Okay, good evening, students, and warm welcome for another amazing session. Very important lecture is coming, student. What we have told you, there are certain biogeochemical cycles, biogeochemical cycles in our nature. What are biogeochemical cycles, students? You know that you are using water. There is a carbon, there is a nitrogen, student, there is a phosphorus, sulfur, and they are recycled students on the earth. How they are recycled, student? You have biotic and abiotic components. You have air, which is your atmosphere, students. You have soil, then you have hydrosphere, lithosphere. All this, what is happening, that these elements are very important and are required for us. Water is very essential and required for us, so it undergoes a cyclic process through abiotic and bio. It undergoes, students, from one form into another and then return back to earth. So these cycles are very essential for the living organisms because we need them, and their amount is very important in our life. And last time we have told you that there is a constant interaction between the biotic and abiotic components of the biospheres, so that makes it a stable system. These interaction consists of transfer of matter and energy. Transfer of matter and energy, students. ठीक है? Between the different components of the biosphere. Every substance, if I say that this is water, student, it is what it is. It is a matter. Water is a matter, we know. And there is an energy also. So matter and energy are being transferred, student, are being transferred. Abiotic and biotic components in the biosphere, so that the whole system is stable. This process continues, and a balance is required, and this balance is maintained in our planet earth also by certain cyclic processes which we call as cycles. And last time I've told you water cycle. Can you tell me in short, student, what is water cycle, how it is maintained? Tell me, what is water cycle, how it is maintained? Student, you have 1 minute to answer the question. 1 minute to answer the question, student. There is a constant interaction between the biotic and abiotic components of the biosphere, which makes it a dynamic system. Dynamic system means which is not a static system. It is not a is that transfer of matter and energy continues, students, in a cyclic manner. When something is dynamic, that means there is some process type of equilibrium which continues. There is exchange of matter and energy. Exchange means process continues, it never stops. So what is the water cycle, students, which we told you last time? How the water cycles in the abiotic and biotic components. What happens to the water when sun rays falls on the water bodies? We have shown you diagrams also, visual diagrams where the water is present. The water evaporates, glaciers melt, students, and they give water. And what happens? Precipitation, clouds, rain, all this water coming back, and this cycle is maintained. This cycle is maintained. Now we are talking of another important cycle, nitrogen. Students, can you tell me that nitrogen is an element? You are aware of the nitrogen element. Are you aware of the nitrogen element? Tell me. In the periodic table, you have seen nitrogen. What is the atomic number of nitrogen? You know what is the atomic number of nitrogen, student? 7. And how they write like this? You have seen, this is, they say there are 2 electrons in the first shell, and this is our L shell. We told you in the structure of the atom, you have studied the Bohr's theory. Structure of the atom, when we discussed, we told you the nitrogen has got 2 electrons in the first shell and 5 electrons in the second shell, student. This nitrogen was represented like this, student. Nitrogen has a triple bond. and there are lone pair of electrons in this. This is nitrogen exists as nitrogen gas in the atmosphere, right? In the atmosphere, what do you have? Nitrogen gas. Do you have? Yes or no? Tell me. How much percentage of nitrogen gas you have in the atmosphere? How much percent of nitrogen gas is available in the atmosphere? Tell me. Your atmosphere has got oxygen, nitrogen, argon, and few carbon dioxide and few other gases. How much percentage of nitrogen you have in the atmosphere, air?
23%.
How much? 78?
23%.
So you have very large amount, about 78 point something. How much you said? 78.8%. Exact amount, you know, how much is this? So there is a large amount of the nitrogen student which is present in the atmosphere. If you are saying 78.8%, this is present in the atmosphere. But as I show here, student, this nitrogen gas is inert gas. When you are doing student respiration, what happens? You are inhaling student. What you are inhaling? Air. Air is a mixture of oxygen plus nitrogen. All this you are inhaling. These gases go inside your body, students. Oxygen is responsible for metabolism. You know, oxygen reacts with the glucose of the body, produces carbon dioxide, water, and energy. But nitrogen is not reacting. Nitrogen is inert, student. Nitrogen is inert. It is not consumed by the body when you are inhaling air. Tell me, is it consumed by the body? Nitrogen? Your body can use nitrogen directly? Tell me yes or no. This is inert. It goes and comes back as nitrogen gas, students. This is not reacting inside the body. But oxygen is reacting with the food which you are eating. That is the process, you know. What is happening? See, glucose plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide, water, and heat energy. So you are taking oxygen, giving carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and that maintains the carbon cycle, which we told you. So students, nitrogen gas is present in very large amount, but it cannot be used directly. Important point that we have nitrogen gas in the atmosphere, students, in large amounts. You have in the atmosphere large amounts, but it is inert, student. It cannot be consumed, student, cannot be used or consumed directly, student, by the biotic components. What are the biotic components? Biotic component. Plants and animals cannot take it directly. The plants, animals cannot take it directly, students. But you know, nitrogen is required for you. Tell me, is nitrogen a necessity for you? Do you need nitrogen? Yes or no? Tell me. Do you need, student, nitrogen? Tell me yes or no. Do you need nitrogen for living? Tell me, is nitrogen present inside your body? Tell me. Do you have nitrogen inside your body? Yes or no? Which compounds you know have nitrogen? Tell me which compound you are eating, student, which has nitrogen. Can you tell me? You are aware of proteins? Tell me, do you take proteins every day? Yes or no? Are you eating proteins? Bolo, are you taking proteins? Yes or no? For in the food.
Yes, sir.
What are proteins? Proteins are nothing but polymers of amino acids. They are polymers of amino acids. Amino acids contain nitrogen, student. These acids contain nitrogen. Nitrogen is present in these protein molecules, students. So a lot of your body is made up of, student, compounds. Your body is made up of proteins, polymers, which contain nitrogen. But it is not the N2 gas. This nitrogen is required, students, for us, but in a different form, in a different form. So how will we get that nitrogen which we are using, student? How proteins are being formed, student? They contain nitrogen. So many compounds are there which our body is using, student. Enzymes. Your enzymes also contain nitrogen, students. But that is not the N2 gas, because N2 gas, I told you, is inert. Therefore, students, there must be some process which is happening, student, in the abiotic and biotic components, which will convert this nitrogen gas of the atmosphere into those compounds which we need. Plants also need, plants also made amino acids, student, synthesize amino acids, these plants, which are eaten by the animals, which are eaten by the animals. So if this nitrogen has to be used, student, it cannot be used as nitrogen gas. Therefore, it is converted, student, it is converted into different chemical forms. Who will convert it? Who will convert the nitrogen into the chemical compounds, chemical form which we are using, student? I've seen proteins, amino acids, and many others. So these are certain bacteria which are present, student, in certain roots of the plant, students. They will do this process. They will do this process. That is called natural process. That is what we call as fixation of the nitrogen, student. That's nitrogen needs to be fixed, student. It will be converted into certain compounds. There are natural processes which will involve microorganisms. That is why I said inside the soil, student, there are microorganisms, the topsoil, which are required, student, for all these things. Bacteria, they will do what? They will fix the nitrogen, we convert the nitrogen through biological process into nitrates and nitrites, students. This will be consumed by the plants, and plants will make, student, amino acids. These plants are eaten by the animals. And there are physical processes also, student, which fix the nitrogen fixation by biological bacteria, by industries, man-made industry, student. You know, ammonia is manufactured in the industry by man. What do you mean by ammonia? Nitrogen reacts with hydrogen and ammonia gas is produced. That ammonia is used by the man, ammonium salts, and they convert them into different compounds, ammonium nitrate, nitrites. And these, once these are formed, students, they are denitrified. They are converted back into the nitrogen gas by, again, certain biological processes. Biological process will always be done by the microorganisms which are present in the soil, in the roots of certain plants. They will convert these nitrates or nitrites back to the nitrogen, student. That is called denitrification process. Denitrification process will take place. Therefore, student, one thing is very clear to us. What you have learned by now from me, that what I am trying to say, nitrogen element is very important, and nitrogen is required, student, by our body. Nitrogen is required by plants, by animals, but not in the form which is available in the atmosphere. In the atmosphere, you have nitrogen gas that is inert. You see, it has a triple bond, as I have shown. So it is requires large amount of energy to break this N2. N2 is a gas in the atmosphere. This cannot be used biologically directly. So we need nitrogen in the usable form, nitrogen usable. So this, as I said, this nitrogen gas in the atmosphere, large, it cannot be used, student, directly. So for biological use, student, we need nitrogen in the form of the compound, students, which we are talking of. Nitrates are required, nitrites are required. So that is a process we call a fixation of nitrogen. So what I said, fixation of nitrogen will be done either biologically When I use the word bio means there are microorganisms, there are bacteria which can convert this nitrogen into nitrates and nitrites. Or physical processes will mean what? Industries, man-made industries, which are preparing ammonia or some other processes in which nitrogen is converted into different compound student which can be used by plants and animals. And after we start using that nitrogen, as I said, there is a transformation of matter and energy in every biogeochemical process. These compounds will go back in the form of nitrogen to the atmosphere student. So that will be called denitrification. Denitrification. And it will be just like what I said, then it is an example of what I call as a biogeochemical cycle. So there is a biotic component, there is a abiotic components in the biosphere. Through this, nitrogen will travel in the form of matter and energy student transformation will take place. But this cycle will continue and will maintain the amount of the nitrogen in the atmosphere as well as the compounds of the nitrogen which are required for biological use by the biotic components, plants, animals, human beings, because they will then synthesize and make important compounds, which I'm talking of amino acids, proteins, which we all are eating and need for our life. What so nitrogen is 78%, you are saying. Okay? Instead of 78, let me put it this way more simple. 78%. Okay. Nitrogen is present, but molecules essential to life are proteins. You have heard about DNA and RNA. Do you know anything about DNA, RNA, student? You know, you have heard about DNA. These are nucleic acids. You have heard about DNA test, fingerprint test. Have you heard about DNA? These are students, and you have heard about some vitamin students. They contain nitrogen. They contain nitrogen, student, which we need for our body, student. So biological important compounds are also urea and alkaloids. Urea and alkaloids, students, they are biological important compounds. Biological. So they are biological important compounds, students, which our body needs and uses. They are being used by plants as well as by the animal, students. And we know nitrogen of the atmosphere, which I am showing, is N2. This is N2, gas is inert. This is the structure of nitrogen. This is very stable, student, inert, and I cannot use it directly. This cannot be used directly. Therefore, student, certain bacteria, I am saying certain bacteria are there. What are there? Bacteria. Where are the bacteria? Where the plants are grown in the soil. Microorganisms are there, student. They can convert, students, they can convert into nitrogen into what? Nitrates and nitrites. Nitrates and nitrites, students, in the form that can be taken and used to make the required amino acids, proteins, DNAs, RNA, which we need also for the plants also. So what we call them as nitrogen fixing bacteria. Nitrogen fixing bacteria. Therefore, students, what I am talking is a biogeochemical, that is a nitrogen cycle. There is a nitrogen cycle, student. That nitrogen will be used by plants, animals, and then it will be going back from the compounds, from the decayed material to the atmosphere in the form of nitrogen gas. This is a biogeochemical. What I am trying to say now, everything is clear. Please You can read it and understand it more clearly, student. What I am trying to tell you, students, students, that nitrogen cycle is a biogeochemical cycle by which nitrogen is converted into multiple chemical forms as it circulates among atmosphere, terrestrial and marine ecosystems. What we told you, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and your atmosphere. It is traveling through biotic and abiotic component, students, in different chemical forms, The conversion of nitrogen can be carried out both by biological and physical processes. Nitrogen is to be converted into those compound, students, which can be used by our body, by the plants, by the animals. Either biological process, biological means there will be some microorganisms, bacteria, student, they will convert nitrogen into compounds, nitrates and nitrites, students, by chemical process. Important processes in the nitrogen cycle is fixation, nitrogen fixation, ammonification, nitrification, and denitrification. Bacteria, they fix the nitrogen. They will use the nitrogen and do ammonification, form ammonium ions or nitrites and nitrates, nitrification. And then after nitrification has been done, then these nitrates or nitrates will be converted back into the nitrogen gas in the atmosphere. That will be called denitrification. So there is a large source of nitrogen in the atmosphere, but it cannot be consumed directly by the biotic components. Tell me, do you understand what I said, student, up to now? How good is the story of the nitrogen? Up to now, we were thinking water is very essential for us. There is a water cycle, but I am telling you there are other elements also which are very essential for us to live on planet Earth. And there are cycles which are going on in nature, students. See the role of microorganisms, the role of bacteria, and the industries or other physical processes which we are doing. Though it is present in such a large amount, cannot be used directly. So atmospheric nitrogen has limited availability for biological use. There is a scarcity of usable nitrogen in many ecosystems. Student, there is a scarcity of the usable nitrogen, I am saying. Usable nitrogen which can be used, student. I am talking of usable nitrogen. Usable nitrogen. You know that you are made up of proteins? Yes or no? Proteins you are eating, proteins contain nitrogen element. DNA, RNA, they contain nitrogen. Lot of vitamins which you are eating, student, there is a nitrogen in them. How it is coming in them? Who is fixing them? Who is creating them, students? This is a process. Chemical processes are taking place, student. Then they go back to the atmosphere. Okay. So now we are coming to important points. Nitrogen cycle has 5 steps. Now we understand there is a nitrogen cycle in the, which is a biogeochemical cycle on our Earth, student. Earth. First step is the nitrogen fixation, student. What is nitrogen fixation? What is nitrogen fixation, student? What I am saying, this nitrogen gas will be converted into, student, ammonium ions or ammonium salts, and certain nitrates and nitrites, students. This is called nitrogen fixation. Who is doing the nitrogen fixation, students? There are, as I said, bacteria. There are bacteria, student. They will biologically they will biologically student convert this nitrogen. They are present in certain roots of the plant, which we will show you a picture of that. So they will convert this. So this is a chemical process, student, by the bacteria, by the bacteria. And also we are saying this is a biological process. There is a physical process. Physical means that you have industry students. There is an industry student which is preparing ammonia and urea and so many things. You know, we are preparing ammonia, urea, nitrates, nitrite students. And you are aware of natural processes. There is a natural process also, student. What is the natural process? You are aware of lightning. Lightning. Do you know what is lightning? Tell me. What is lightning, students? Tell me. What are you aware of lightning? When heavy rains are falling, clouds are colliding, lightning. What is happening? There is a nitrogen in the atmosphere. It is combining with oxygen to form oxides of nitrogen. We have told you about the acid rain. Did I tell you about the acidic rain? NO, NO2. These gases are being formed in the atmosphere, students. Oxides of the nitrogen. They react with water. They react with water to form acids, nitrous acid, nitric acid. They will come down on the soil, student. So they are nitrates or nitrites. That is also fixation of the nitrogen gas in the atmosphere. In the atmosphere. That is also coming on the soil, which is used by the plants. Therefore, nitrogen fixation is taking place. First thing, important point. But I am talking, student. First thing I talked of nitrogen fixation. A very important question is coming in the paper, student. What is nitrogen fixation? Can you tell me in 1 minute what is nitrogen fixation? What is nitrogen fixation, student? Here I have written nitrogen fixation. What is nitrogen fixation? Tell me in short. What I have told you. What is your answer? What is nitrogen fixation, students? Converting nitrogen into by chemical processes. Nitrogen is being converted into ammonia, ammonium ion or nitrate ion, students. And who is doing it? One is biochemical process, bacteria. Second, we have told you physical process. Third, I am telling you natural process. Natural process. How many ways we have told you, student? Biological process, physical process, and third I am saying natural process. That lightning is taking place in the nature, student, where oxides of nitrogen are produced during the lightning. You know, lightning. The oxides of nitrogen are produced and they react with water to form nitrites and nitrates. They will come to the soil. So, student, this is nitrification process. What is nitrification? Number two, we are saying ammonia. Whatever ammonia is being produced to student, lot of ammonia is produced to student in the soil also, you know. By the bacteria also, they are producing ammonia. Some soils you will see smell of ammonia. That is converted into nitrates. This ammonia is converted into NO3 minus. They are called nitrification, nitrate, students. Assimilation is also there, incorporation of ammonia and nitrates into biological tissues. Once you get the ammonia, once you get the nitrates, it is assimilated, student, assimilated into the biological tissues, students. That is called assimilation. And ammonification, organic nitrogen compounds are converted into ammonia by the industry, student, industrial processes and by other methods. Then what happens? Fifth step, denitrification. Means whatever nitrates are there, whatever compounds are there, student, nitrites, nitrates, they are converted back into the nitrogen and go back to the atmosphere. Therefore, student, the cycle maintains. The nitrogen cycle is there. Let us see what I am trying to say. A very beautiful picture is coming, students. A visual picture is always helpful. Tell me, do you like visual pictures? Yes or no? Tell me. Yes or no? Tell me. What is your answer? Here is a very beautiful picture, student, on the screen, which is talking about the atmospheric nitrogen or nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle, students. What we are talking is a nitrogen cycle, students. Nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen cycle is coming, student. Okay, let me take a different color. Nitrogen cycle. What is a nitrogen cycle here, student? This is a nitrogen in the atmosphere. Atmosphere, how much nitrogen you have? Nitrogen gas, you are saying 78%. Okay? What is happening to this? See, this nitrogen gas is traveling. This is our atmosphere. This is my air, student. This is my abiotic component, student. Abiotic component. Okay? And how it is coming, student, where it is traveling. See, this is a plant, student, and in the roots of the plant there are legume root nodules. What I have said? Legume root nodules, students. These are the plant, student. There is a bacteria in them. You can see this is a bacteria, nitrogen fixing bacteria. What we call as a, there is a nitrogen fixing bacteria, where it is present in the root nodules of the legume, student. So it will convert this nitrogen of the atmosphere into, what we say, nitrates, student. So this is fixing it here. What is that? Nitrogen fixing bacteria, where it is present. This, you see that? This one, the nodules. Can you see them? Tell me yes. The roots of the plant, legume root nodules. There is a bacteria here, student. Biological process is taking place. Further, what is happening? Here is a soil, student. Nitrogen fixing soil bacteria. Nitrogen is also fixed by soil bacteria. So there is a microorganism in the soil also. When I discussed about the soil, I told you there are bacteria in the soil. And they are very essential. Top layer, I told you in the top layer, there are microorganisms living. That is where a lot of chemical processes are taking place. They are essential, student. If that is destroyed, the fertility of the soil is destroyed. We told you in the last lecture. So here is a nitrogen fixing bacteria. This is called ammonification, student. What they do? Ammonification. Ammonification means, student, you have seen ammonia gas, ammonium ions. Certain compounds of ammonium ions are produced here. As you see, this is ammonification, student. Ammonium process is called ammonification. And then you have been shown here, student, what we are showing you, student, here. There are nitri-flying bacteria. Nitri-flying bacteria. What is nitri-flying bacteria, student? Again, there are microorganisms which will convert these ammonium into nitrites, student. They will convert NH4 plus into NO2 minus, student. They are called nitrites. In chemistry, you know they are called nitrites. So nitrites are formed, student. What is being found now? Nitrites. Again, this is a bacteria, student. If you want to see the names of these bacteria, they are available. You can find which bacteria is there, that you will see. So what you are getting again, this nitrification. Nitrification gives nitrites, student. All this is nitrogen fixation, student. What I'm talking here is, student, nitrogen fixation. All this I'm talking is nitrogen fixation, student. Important question for the paper. Nitrogen fixation, students. So NO2 minus nitrites are being formed. This is a nitrifying bacteria. Then what happens? Again, nitrites are converted into nitrates. This is converted into nitrates, student. These are also nitrifying bacteria, as you can see further. Now NO2 minus is converted into NO3 minus. Again, there is a bacteria. This is a bacteria, student, nitrifying bacteria. Okay? So what will happen then, students? You can see this process. You can see this process, student. You are now getting nitrates. You can also get nitrates by the natural process. What is the natural process, student? As I said, lightning. You see the lightning? This is a, what is this nitrate? Student, what is this? Lightning. This is a natural process, students. You know, when rains fall, there is a lightning, and in the lightning, what you are getting? Oxides of the nitrogen. There are oxides of the nitrogen, student, NO, NO2. They will react with water to form. What they form with the water? Nitric acid or nitrous acid. You have heard about acidic rain, and they will also form. They will also form, student. What they form? Nitrates are formed. Nitrates are formed, students. So you have nitrates. These nitrates are used where, students? They are assimilated. Assimilation. Now you see these nitrates are assimilated, students, by the plants. You see the plants? Plants. What I am talking, student? Important. What is this? Assimilation, student. Assimilation. What is happening? Nitrates are assimilated by the plant, student. You can see these plants need nitrates. They are using it. They are using it. And also there are certain decomposers. Here we have shown decomposers, student. What are decomposers, student? Decomposers, student. They are aerobic and anaerobic bacteria and fungi. What is that? Bacteria and fungi, student. They are also present. They are also present, bacteria and fungi here. They also produce ammonia. They are also responsible for nitrogen fixation. You have seen bacteria and fungi, student. They are decomposers. They decompose, student. They decompose by aerobic and anaerobic processes. You know what is the difference between anaerobic and aerobic? Here oxygen is used. Here without oxygen, the decomposition takes place. Decomposition with oxygen, decomposition without oxygen is called anaerobic. They also produce ammonium salts. So these are examples, students, of the nitrogen fixation. Also the plants, these are plants. You see, these are the roots of the plant. They are also here. These are decompositions by the aerobic and anaerobic bacteria and fungi. This is nitrogen fixation, student. This is a nitrogen fixation. Now, once the plants are there, what happens? The plants are consumed by whom, student? These are the animals. So this animal, you see, that it is consuming the plant. That is called assimilation process. Assimilation process. So plants, these plants, animals will eat them, student. Animals will eat them. So these plants, this is called assimilation process. Assimilation process. And students, so this is the nitrogen fixation which is going on. Till now, what I've shown you, nitrogen fixation, student. This is the nitrogen fixation. Now, let me see what happens to this. Here, these nitrates, there are denitrifying bacteria. Denitrifying bacteria, student. What will they do? There are bacteria which will convert these nitrates back into the atmospheric nitrogen. Back into the atmospheric nitrogen. This is called a denitrification process. So, what happened? This nitrogen fixed bacteria, ammonification, decomposers, natural processes, physical processes like industries, and then nitrates are formed, assimilated into the plants. Then there are decomposers. These are the animals, they are eating the plants. And then there is a process, student. What is that process? Denitrifying bacteria is there. Denitrifying bacteria is there, student, which will convert these nitrates back into the nitrogen gas. This is a nitrogen cycle, student. This is a nitrogen cycle. So you can see the importance of bacteria in the nitrogen cycle. Tell me, do you understand what I told you, students? Do you understand what I said?
Yes, sir.
You know how important is a microorganism, bacteria, which is responsible for fixing the nitrogen and then denitrifying, sending the nitrogen back, because I cannot use the atmospheric nitrogen directly, student. You are inhaling, but it is not interacting with my body. But I am made up of proteins, DNA, RNA, vitamins. They contain nitrogen, student. Where is that nitrogen coming from? So these plants are making amino acid, students, and they are being consumed by the animals. And you are also eating all these plants, food, student, all vegetations and all that. And also meat eaters are eating those animal, student. So the nitrogen is being used by our body, is required by body, is a very essential element for our body. And how this cycle continues through biotic components in the biosphere, hydrosphere, then lithosphere of the earth, student, then atmosphere. All this is, the nitrogen is undergoing multiple chemical changes, chemical processes, in order to maintain a balance, student, stable balance on the biotic system. In a planet where this process cannot take place, life will not be possible. So one was air, you heard about water is essential, you have seen how oxygen is essential. Now I'm saying nitrogen is also very essential. We are made up of the nitrogen amino acids and proteins which we are eating, students. And how important is the bacteria? If you will add so many fertilizers and pesticides in the soil, you will kill all the bacteria. Then what will happen? The lands will become barren and infertile. That's what we talked of soil erosion, students. So these microorganisms are very essential for maintaining the cycles which we call as. So here what we talked about to you, student, nitrogen fixation is a process by which gaseous nitrogen is converted to ammonia or ammonium ions, while biological fixation or nitrates through high energy physical processes. Nitrogen is extremely stable and great deal of energy is required to break the bonds to join two nitrogen can be converted directly into nitrogen through processes that exert tremendous amount of heat, pressure, energy. Such processes include, there are volcanic actions, lightning discharges, industrial means. I've shown you lightning. Lightning is a natural process, student, because nitrogen breaking, and this bond is very stable, student. N2 gas, this is inert. To break this bond, you will need large amount of energy, very high energy is required, which may be generated during lightning, or there are certain volcanic, you have seen volcanoes, student, volcanic actions, lightning, volcanic actions, discharges, which you have seen on the earth, student. And industry, in the industry we are manufacturing, student, nitrogen gas plus 3 hydrogen gas gives ammonia, student. In the presence of a catalyst, we add catalyst, student, here, and then we prepare ammonia, student, this by Haber's process. So in the industry also we are manufacturing these. So there is a catalyst student which is used, and high temperature and pressures are used. So great amount of biological available nitrogen is generated. While biological conversion is very, very important. This is a natural process, and what I talked of biological conversion, which is done by the bacteria student. Nitrogen fixing bacteria are, what are those? A small group of bacteria and cyanobacteria are capable of using enzyme nitrogenous base to break the bonds among molecular nitrogen and combine it with hydrogen student. There are bacteria, they can break these bonds. They are very high energy bonds student. What are those? Nitrogen fixing bacteria are prokaryotic microorganisms and are capable of transferring nitrogen gas from atmosphere into fixed nitrogen compound such as ammonia, and is that are usable by the plants. Plants, and we cannot take direct nitrogen. It is unusable. Usable nitrogen means we have to convert it into ammonia and other type of compounds. Examples of symbiotic nitrogen fixation bacteria include Rhizobium, very important. Rhizobium student is a bacteria. I have got the name. Rhizobium is associated with plants in the pea family. In the pea family plants, there is a bacteria Rhizobium, and various Azopyrillum species are associated with cereal grasses. Free living nitrogen fixers include cyanobacteria, anobarina, nostoc, and genera such as azobacter. So these are some of the microorganisms student. Biologically, they can do this process. Nitrogen fixation can be done by microorganism, by bacteria student. Important name Rhizobium. Rhizobium is a bacteria. Okay? In the peas family. So they can do it. We have just given you some names student. Nitrification is a two-step in which ammonium is converted. What we are doing, nitrification means what student? That this ammonia is there, ammonium ions is there student. These are the salts of ammonia. They will be converted student to nitrates. First, the soil bacteria. There is a soil bacteria called Nitrosomona, and Nitrosona convert this ammonia to nitrates. Another soil bacteria converts nitrobacter, oxidizes NO2 to NO3. What is happening is saying that important, these ammonia or ammonium salt student, they are converted into NO2 minus, and then this is converted into NO3 by the soil bacteria. There are soil bacteria student. What is that name of that? What is the name of this? Nitrosomonas bacteria. And there is a nitrococcus bacteria. These are the bacteria student which are doing this biological process. So these the bacteria gain energy through this conversion, both of which require oxygen to occur. They need oxygen for this process. They'll need oxygen student for this process. So this is, you are converting the nitrogen. So this is a nitrogen fixation going on from the nitrogen to the salts, which can be consumed by the plant. Assimilation then is a process by which plants and animals incorporate NO3 minus and ammonia student formed through nitrogen fixation and nitrification. Plants take up these forms of nitrogen through the roots. How the plants take up this? We have shown you the picture of that. Assimilation. Through the roots of the plant, they will take nitrates and ammonia and incorporate into plant proteins and nucleic acid. So in the plant students, proteins are formed and nucleic acids, because that is what is our requirement. You need nucleic acid and proteins which contain nitrogen student. Plants are now able to prepare them. Animals then consume, able to utilize nitrogen from plant tissues. What is ammonification? Assimilation produces large amount of organic nitrogen, including proteins, amino acid, nucleic acids, and ammonification is conversion of organic nitrogen into ammonia. So ammonification means nitrogen is being converted into ammonia student in large amounts. Ammonia produced by this process is excreted into the environment and then is available for, this ammonia is then in the atmosphere student. Atmosphere has got ammonia. As I said, you will see the smell of ammonia gas student, and then this is available for nitrification NO2 minus, NO3 minus student can be converted by the bacteria, ठीक है, or they can be assimilation by the plants, assimilation. The plants will use them through their roots. And the final stage is denitrification, means this is the reduction of nitrate to gaseous nitrogen by anaerobic bacteria. Again, this is being done by anaerobic bacteria. These nitrates, students, or whatever ammonia compounds are there, they are converted back to the nitrogen gas by another bacteria, what we call as anaerobic bacteria. Aerobic mean in the presence of oxygen, anaerobic mean in the absence of oxygen. This process only occurs where there is a little or no oxygen. What do you mean by, I'm saying again and again using two words. Anaerobic means without oxygen. While you need very little oxygen. Very little oxygen gas is there. So in this absence of oxygen, such as a deep in the soil near the water table, such as deep in the soil near the water table, so deep soil. Hence areas such as wetlands provide a valuable place for reducing excess nitrogen levels via denitrification processes. So where there is little or no oxygen, in the, this is absence of oxygen, student, absence of oxygen, such as deep in the soil near the water table, deep in the soil near the water table. So the wetlands, they have water tables, students, near the water tables. They provide valuable process place for reducing excess nitrogen levels. Okay? So these are important because this process is anaerobic, where less oxygen is present, this will take place. And so excess nitrogen levels are also not required. So such processes are mainly wetland, students. They are valuable places for reducing excess nitrogen level via denitrification processes. So provide a valuable place for reducing excess nitrogen levels via denitrification process. So denitrification process will produce nitrogen gas back. And this is the complete nitrogen cycle, students, which is taking place on Earth. So I hope you understood what I say, student. What are the key takeaways, student? Key takeaway for this lecture. Nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. How much? 78%. But it is not usable biologically. Not usable biologically. Therefore, what is required is nitrogen fixation. What we need is nitrogen fixation, student, which is done by biological bacteria, which can be done by the natural processes like lightning and volcanoes, which we have shown you, and physically also by industry, students, by industry. So what you get is NO2, NO3 minus, and ammonia, student. So there are bacteria which are doing this process, nitrification, and then there is a plants which are taking it assimilation, student. We told you assimilation takes place. So nitrification, assimilation, and finally what happens? There are bacteria which do denitrification. Denitrification means, students, that this NO3 minus ammonia, they will be converted back into the nitrogen gas. So this cycle continues on the Earth, which we live, student. This is what is nitrogen cycle. This is very important. Biogeochemical cycles are important to maintain a stable system, and they are dynamic because everything is moving. Everything, it is not static, they are moving, student, all the time. I hope you understood what I said. Tell me, how was the lecture? How did you like this nitrogen cycle? How do you find? Good, or how do you like this? Tell me, what do you like nitrogen cycle? You understood everything?
Yes, sir.
So see how the bacteria are playing important role. I have given the names of the bacteria also which are doing all this. Okay, then we will see you in our next class, students, and keep on interacting and answering questions and share our videos with all your friends as a very, very important information. And we are learning science students by these things. Okay, bye bye. Then I see you in the next class.